Hey guys, Sal here, and back to some more Trails of Cold Steel. We need to head back.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
And come on, stop chasing me. Screw you.
Eat that!
Oops. So yeah, don't know why I started it there, but that's why I started it. Just in case we ran into another one of these. What's that? An emergency sound alarm. It sounds like a siren. It seems to be coming from the fort. P, what's... Someone being kidnapped? Oh, hey, it's the one that's in the opening. It's this blue-haired chick. Or guy, I don't know. I believe it's a girl. Well, what was that? Birds like that common around here. Imbecile, that was no bird. Looks like someone was riding on it. Yeah, I think it was a child, actually. What? Are you certain? Going by the build, yeah, I didn't get a good look at the face, so I can't be 100% sure, but I think so. Unbelievable. They're moving out. Lord Eustace, we're on your way back to Briarheart. What is all the commotion? What is the meaning of that siren? Well, you see, moments ago, we became aware of an intruder in Orlok's fort. You don't mean the silver thing that flew past us. You saw it. Which direction did it go? It flew over to the southwest mere moments ago, at a rather significant speed. Damn, if you like, please excuse us. Do take care, Lord Eustace. You're not gonna offer a ride back to town at least while you chase after the thing? Come on, man. Yeah, you're treating us like students, alright. And it's already evening. They won't catch it. It does seem like unlikely. What could that have been, though? That's a very good question. What's capable of flying that's not an airship? I've never heard of any flying device besides one. This is a matter for the army. We should trust in them to handle it. We're students visiting here for our studies. We're under no obligation to do the provincial army's job for them, besides which, we have our hands full with our own tasks. Well, that is true, but it would do no harm to mention this incident in our report. It is noteworthy after all. Yeah. On another note, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin the front line. Are you certain? I find it hard to believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution? I'm pretty sure I don't. I think Emma's grandmother's medicine was just really effective. Yes, that must be it. You mean your magical powers? I'm just glad you're alright. She a witch or something. Queen can now be placed in the active battle party once more. Mr. Sandman's leader, place him back in the party right at the camp menu. Well. Tactics. You. James, yeah, no. Just keep Marcus there. Switch Emma out with Eustace. We'll keep Marcus there for a little bit. Equipment, however. Eustace. Fiber guard. Fiber boots. Marcus. Silver jacket. Noble leather. Oh yeah. You can keep it. Do you have anything else that we can give you? Prevents confusion, prevents KO. Let's prevent the confusion since technically he can heal. And now, which way are we going? That's path 2. We came from there. Okay, we're going this way.
Done.
Alright, B leveled up. Flash grenade. Throws a grenade which emits bright light, blind and seal enemies in a large area. Nice. Hey, she also leveled up, which means she's now at full health. Thank you for that.
Oh, that's That's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Yes, that it is. A beautiful looking treasure chest that I luckily remembered to come and get.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
Hey there,
My
everyone!
turn.
Now this, I am gonna love to see how much damage she can do to everyone here.
Here you go.
This is what her... About to say no, the Phantasm. This is what her earthquake skill
Silky
really do.
dance. That's that. Done. But we can't relax
Oh my
yet.
god! Swift and pure, I think is what that thing said. Iron Reach level 2. Begin battle. Oh, it's Crest. 2 turns of defense plus ADF plus 25%. Yes! B, thank you so much, I love your ability. Wow. That was the greatest thing I have ever seen in this game so far. Wiping out, what was that, about 7, 8 enemies? Oh god. Best thing to ever happen so far. Now that orb quartz, is that a healing one or no? Line, spark arrow, line. Aerial breath for Curia. EP plus 40, ATS plus 50. Wait, what? So it's a aerial breath and Recuria? Here's a normal status. And breath is obviously heal. It's a small heal, but it's a heal nevertheless. And aerial, I don't have that, do I? No, I do not. Well, if anything, remove breath and put freeze here because it increases her EP. EP. This isn't Fate Grand Order. We are finally back after all that time. Oh boy. Well, if anything, I like having ranged units to having to deal with the enemies for a back shot. Way easier than a melee.
Eat that! Eat that! Eat that! Eat
Come
that!
on. Damn it. Loot this. Thank you for the tear ball. That's now 2 I've gotten back from what I had to use against that boss fight. Station Perea High. Just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thank goodness for that. I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. Whatever that strange flying object was, it doesn't seem to have come anywhere near the main thoroughfare at least. Fortunately not. The city wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. We should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. There's a lot to put in our daily reports today after all. Indeed. We can figure out how best to summarize today's events over dinner. Yes, but first, as you kept consistently telling me, I can turn in the bath salts quest. I will do that. I will not let you stop me from doing it. Even if I have to reload and do everything again, I will do it. Thank you for having the marker still here. I didn't believe you, game. I didn't believe. Dog's name is Richard, huh? Come on, let me talk to this blowhard. Oh, Lord Eustace, might I assume that you... That's correct, here. Oh, thank you very much. Allow me to hand this over as your reward then. Silver hourglass. Refusing to accept it would be rather rude, I suppose. Well, thank you very much. My apologies for our rudeness earlier. It's kind of amazing how much their attitudes change for Eustace. Well, there's no denying the influence his family holds here. Addicted to bath salts completed. Thank you, I've been addicted to the fact that I needed to know if I was going to be able to turn that in or not. It was driving me crazy. Okay, so... What's the silver hourglass do? ATS plus 5, speed plus 3. I guess that's nice. Maybe. Alright. That's all of them, right? I did not mean to do that at all. Okay, so evicted the bath salts, put a ring on it, Ordox Canyon. Everything is done so far. I just had to save again. Now, where was our place that we're staying? Hotel Esmeralda. Restaurant, restaurant, hold on. What's in the Noble District? Are we even allowed to go in here? Oh, we are. Royal Heart Residence 1 and 2. What's up? Are there like any stores around here? Oh, never mind. I'm guessing that's where Eustace lives, or lived. There's no libraries anywhere, which kind of sucks. Hey, what's that question mark, question mark? The heck is right here? I guess nothing. Oh, wait, hold on. What's that below? What's down there? Fishing spot?
This looks like a nice spot.
Oh, it is. Fish.
Huh.
Oh, this is advanced. You want what?
Not bad.
An ore carp. Oh, I didn't check to see if there's a fishing spot back at where we used to be. I mean, if we get into an airship, we might be able to fly ourselves back there and fish, but by then the fish is probably gone. That kind of sucks. There's another chest here as well. Which means that we either need to unlock that gate, or we have to come back later to loot it. Fish. I also need a better rod. Oh, is this that tail thing again?
Caught one.
Yes, it is. No, no, no. Yeah, like, what? How the hell did I get? Drop-down map. So I come into there from somewhere around here. So like you can probably come in from under somewhere. Is there a place in the station?
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Station Street or whatever it's called. Okay, there is in fact something like that, but it's locked, right? Doors are locked. Why is this locked? Where does it lead to anyway? It leads all the way back over to there so we can get that chest. So I'm guessing we need to get a key, which might actually lead us to... The next field study stuff might lead us there. Hopefully. Honey, I'm home! And the field study? Yes, because we did everything we could. Is this his brother here back? That's... Father! Oh crap, it's even worse. Huh? What? I'm terribly sorry, Father, for not coming to greet you. Although I'm here but for a short time, I Eustace have returned to... Enough. Duke Alberea. As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing but that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Alberea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my classmate? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted. Oh boy. What a nice father he seems to be. What was that all about? The fee? That's not really... That was the almighty Duke Alberea, wasn't it? The head of one of the 4 great houses and man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Eustace. I've spoken out of turn, forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and find something to eat? That sounds good to me. I'm starving. Don't worry, Fee. I'll buy you anything you want for what you did to all those enemies when we open up that chest. At this point, Rean and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the central plaza for dinner. That sounds nice. Thumbnail.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
Thank you for voice acting.
The food was delicious too. Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Ark. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Keldic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yep.
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well,
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
And it's all thanks to Rean.
I kind of figured that much.
we are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
I did everything, though.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, him.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
Oh, hey, that's what he
It's
sounds
you.
like.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Hey, I did say his name right.
Ah, it's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
You really need to do that hair flip every
Well,
time.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end, be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
We will not fail. Although if that final boss fight in the second floor of
Who
the
does he think he is?
schoolhouse has anything to say about it, I'll probably fail a hell of a lot more than I did that time.
This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated, almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble, like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
Yep.
You're right. We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Now, I wonder if by the end of this, Marcus and Eustace will have a better understanding of each other and potentially actually be able to link up. And maybe they'll fight less. Probably not. Or am I just being too helpful with that? Ooh, I didn't get to good look at this place before, but this is nice. You don't get to sleep with the girls. I forgot about that. The cat coming to see you. Eustace. Huh?
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
I guess are you
Aren't you
listening
going
in?
to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
Oh! Oh, damn!
My brother and I have different mothers.
I figured as much.
He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago.
Marcus, are you up? Are you listening to this right now? Eustace is half noble, half commoner. Just so you know.
In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Marcus.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
It was her own magic that helped.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. It wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can, and you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Marcus, were you listening to that this entire time? Yes, you were. I knew it. I knew you were awake. You can't hide these types of tropes with
you're
me,
moving
man.
up in the world.
Ooh, we're rank B now, alright.
I've got a little reward here for you.
A septium vein. Cool. So 100 AP, I can go up to B3. That's awesome. So to get to A7, I need 190. Oh, God.
Drinks are on me someday.
Someday. Sunday, field study day 2. So do we have a mystery to solve like we did last time? Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Field study envelope May. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see what my brother's given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Field study day 2 assigned tasks. Oh, there's only 2. The Bite of Nostalgia. I'd like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Saucier at restaurant in the Central Plaza, Hammond. North Cruisin' Highway Monster. Kreutzen? Kreutzen? I think it's Kreutzen. I know I was said before. We have received word that a dangerous monster roams North Queenston Highway. This is bad news for our hotel. So may I ask someone to please take care of it? Venus Mantrap. Not Flytrap, but Mantrap. The stone bridge leading towards Celtic on the North Queenston Highway. Richelieu, the GM of Hotel Esmeralda. Another well-balanced assortment. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between nobles and the commoners. That's true. I'm impressed his reputation is well-earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only one day left before we must depart on a return voyage to Trista. So we should get set out as...
Eustace Alborea.
Oh?
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure.
You're gonna make me sell my mask to buy Eustace some clothes so I can put you both on the front lines together again. This, why?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing!
It's written all over your face and with your voice just now.
I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
You just let it go.
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Oh, who's that?
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course. However, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
I wanted to go visit the mansion. And destroy it.
Let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Just stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Reen, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes, raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
So when Marcius gets embarrassed, he starts lashing out at other people about the things that he's been worrying about. All right, good to know.
Right.
Good boy. Well, hey, at least I don't need to buy the clothes now, thankfully. System save. Alright, so this is the main quest over there. So, notes. A bite of nostalgia. Owner Haman. Let's go to the restaurant. Sorcier. Sorcier. Whatever it's called, over here. So we're gonna be talking to Eustace's uncle. No way, it's him, right? Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. We're here to take up your request, but I'd like to thank you for the delicious meal last night. Presnoki said this is his uncle. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might I ask where your Lord Eustace is, though? He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however. Is that so? It's too bad Eustace isn't here, considering this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Oh yes, as you read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are you all currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need. Take up the request. Yes, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish. Correct. Said dish is an honor menu, but it's one that I would like you all to try. I assume it is a rather special dish then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least. What kind of dish is it? Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it. I plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that. How could we not? What is it you need us to gather then? There are two types of ingredients I'd like you to gather for me. The first is globby fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those. Oh, good God, I've now got a fetch quest. Oh boy. The other is a herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine called a healing herb. So 5 piles of globby fat and a healing herb. Where do we get the herb from then? You'll want to speak to Sister Tatiana at Barea Heart Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be willing to part with one. Just to tell her I sent you. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Shall we start on the task at hand? Yeah, let's head to the cathedral first. Roger. Oh boy, I've got a fetch quest, which requires taking out a bunch of enemies. Hopefully the drop chance is, good. Or it doesn't actually have a drop chance, it just drops at every enemy. That'd be nice. If I remember, the cathedral is down here? Probably. It's in the other area, isn't it? Yep. Hey, hold on. Is that the Cranston Highway and it's just not showing the name? Oh, you're kidding me, really? The cathedral is just to my right. Shows how much my eyes actually, wander on the map. They don't wander pretty much at all, to be honest, I guess. Okay, Tatiana is this way. Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Could we trouble you for a healing herb by any chance? Haman from Sorcier told us that we'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go. We appreciate it, sister. This is an ingredient used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it safe to use for food, too? Of course, it's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it is very bitter, so some inventives on the part of the chef is required to hide that. I see. Haman must have some way of doing so then. I'm kinda interested in how he does it. Likewise. Huh, same here. Well, thank you again for the help. Hey, you're welcome. Okay, that's the easy part of the quest. Now it's time for the hard parts. We need globby fat from what exactly? I don't remember what the heck they said. Oh, this blows. The Poison Highway is to the left. So, do we... Oh, the highway's this one. Well, there's the enemy that we need to kill.
Leave it to...
Here we go!
My turn.
Okay.
It's my turn! Go!
My turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Oh, globby fat, right there. Okay, so you just literally kill any enemy, I guess, and you get globby fat. Flash grenade!
Okay.
Oh, that did nothing.
Leave it to me!
Here we go!
I'll handle. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Alright, energy shell.
Hang in there, everyone!
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Here we go.
energy shell also recovers EP? Well, that's kind of cool.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Globby fat times 2, thank you. We now have 5. Well, now we have 6. Okay, off to go turn this in. Alright, we're done. Hello again, I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Globby fat times 5, turned in, same feeling herb. Much obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. Well, how was it? I call this dish Deluxe Herb Chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it. Wouldn't mind having some of this if I ever caught a cold. Indeed, I almost feel like a bowl of this might cure it outright. I'm pleased to hear that. You didn't mention that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Eustace had it often. That's correct, it was one of his favorite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Eustace's mother. I see. Well then. Will that make you his uncle? Kind of surprising. Oh, oops. We didn't tell you two about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression that you were all aware. I wasn't expecting his mother to be the creator of this dish, though. His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come to help out here from time to time. The first time she made this soup was when Lord Eustace fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church to ask for medicinal herbs. Afterwards, she set about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Eustace was always at the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him. And yet he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. Someone's thinking about Eustace. Who might that be? Certainly not me. Oh, I probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Eustace would be here to enjoy this too, but... At any rate, I'm happy that I could talk to you all about this. We got to learn a bit more about Eustace, so likewise. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. Look, sir, chowder times 5. Oh, thank you, sir. Let me give you this as well. It's a recipe for the creamy chowder that this dish was based off of. It can be made with more common ingredients. If you have the time, you should try and make it for yourselves. I kinda want to make it right now. I feel somewhat bad being treated to a delicious meal and then being taught a new recipe. That's very generous of you. This is the least I can do for you, Lord Eustace's friends. Goodbye then, I wish you luck with your future endeavors. Bite of nostalgia completed. Alright. Save the game. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one, where we will go to the Koitsen Highway and fight that monster. Only reason I'm ending it now is because, well, for one, it's over an hour. Two, it might take me to almost 2 hours of recording to finish after fighting that monster if it's like what happened in Keldic. So yeah, till then, see you later.